Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kate. If you're new here, I like to talk about all things luxury. So if you are into that kind of thing, feel free to subscribe and come and join our little luxurious family that we have here. We would love to have you. So let me tell you, the luxury news area of my life was dry. It was very, very dry the last couple weeks. There was nothing to really talk about. I was getting bored. I haven't made a video in like a week, and I keep notes in my phone of like stories that I want to talk about with the whole luxury news segment. So I was reading through those notes, getting ready to like make a video, go through everything, and I was reading through them and I was just like, these are so boring. Like these are not stories that I even want to talk about. There is no drama here. But yesterday, The Closet by Connor came through with some drama. And it sent me down a rabbit hole, and I have a lot of things to share. So I first heard about this topic, like I said, from The Closet by Connor. Jessie Style has also done a video on this. She's actually done 2 videos on this now. There's another one uploaded this morning, but I have a lot to add beyond what they talked about in those videos. So buckle up, there is a lot to go through today. I'm a little scared because from what I hear, this company is like pretty ruthless when it comes to trying to like silence people online. So here we go. This is about Cosette. Cosette, 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 Cosette. That's right. So Cosette is an Australian store. They have a brick and mortar store in Australia, and they also sell internationally on their online store. They are not a consignment shop. They're not like Fashion File or Rebag or anything like that. They're not selling pre-owned items. They're selling new things. So they'd be more like something like Farfetch, where Farfetch is getting items from different boutiques around the world and sending them to you. Kind of like that from what I understand, but these items are all new. There's not any used ones. I think even Farfetch has like a section where they sell pre-loved bags. So not even like that. Everything brand new. They state plenty of times on their website that all of the items that they sell are authentic, which is very important to note because this all started with an article coming out. And I'm not going to say started because there was drama about them before, like even years ago. But this whole like resurfacing of it started with an article, and I'm gonna link the article down below, but it was called Louise Paid $2,500 for her dream bag, but says she was sold a super fake. So the woman in this article, she had been studying this bag for a long time. She had been really wanting it. So she knew exactly like the ins and outs of this bag. It was a YSL bag. She purchased it from Cosette, and then when she got it, she said that she felt like something was off, like something just was not right. So she paid $40 to have it authenticated again by a third party. And that third party was Legit Grails. They do authentication, and they came back saying that in their opinion, the bag was not authentic. And the big problem is that she's apparently not the only one. Now, everything that I say in this video is just alleged. This is all just commentary based on things that I have seen on the internet. None of this, don't take it as fact. This is not me telling you fact. This is me telling you my observations of what I've seen on the internet and sharing other people's experiences with this store. Like I said, allegedly. We're going to use allegedly a lot in this. I want to make it very clear that I am not accusing them of selling fakes. I am just sharing other people's experiences here and adding in my opinions. Now, I have been extremely obsessed with YSL lately. I have been browsing YSL bags. I've specifically been interested in the Lulu. I just recently bought a toy Lulu. I ordered a small Lulu, and I have been looking for the large Lulu. Now, when I was on the hunt for the small one though, I came across Cosette and I had heard of them before. So I clicked on their website. They had a small Lulu bag for, I think it was like, maybe it was like about 10%, 15% off of retail price. So still very expensive, but not quite as expensive as buying it directly from YSL or from Saks or from Nordstrom or like another retailer like that. So it was cheaper, and it just seemed like a regular sale because I knew that I had heard of them. So I heard of them from Celesta on TikTok. She has a big TikTok following. She talks about luxury bags. I like her content a lot, but I had heard about them from her because she had mentioned them in a video before, and she got a Bottega bag from them. Now, it was a Bottega Veneta mini Jody bag. I don't know if the bag was gifted to her. I don't know, and I think if I remember correctly that she had a coupon code, but I don't know if the bag was gifted to her. So I knew that the name like rung a bell. I was like, okay, that's familiar. Searched it on TikTok. A lot of TikTokers had been gifted bags from this brand, and a lot of TikTokers had coupon codes for this brand. So I'm like, okay, cool, seems legit. So I do a quick Google search, of course, you know, looking at Reddit, looking at Purse Forum, and the Purse Forum had some concerning things. So I was like, you know what? It was mildly concerning. And I was like, no, I'm just not going to buy from there. And so I just scrapped the idea. Didn't think about it. This was a couple weeks back. But now that this article came out, it got me thinking. So 3 years ago, Mel and Melbourne had something going on with Cosette. They were working together. She was like advertising for them basically, and then discovered that people were getting bags that were not authentic, allegedly. And she, I think, handled the situation very well. She did a full explanation video about how at the time that she decided to start working with them, they were using entropy verification for every bag, and then eventually they were not. And it was this whole thing with Mel and Melbourne. That was a long time ago, like I said, 3 years ago. So I was searching and I saw 2 years ago, Tamara did a video about Cosette. She did a sponsored video with them. So I was like, okay, like 2 really big influencers already that I'm seeing. Plus, you can scroll through TikTok and search Cosette. Well, you could the other day, and see all of these TikTokers who received bags from them, who did paid partnerships, or who had a coupon code with them. So they seem to be affiliated with all of these influencers. And to be clear, I don't really blame the influencers. So if Cassette reached out to me and said, okay, we want to work with you, I would have done a little bit of investigation. I would have been like, okay, great. Their Trustpilot reviews, 4.5 stars. They work with Tomorrow. They work with Mel and Melbourne. They work with all these different influencers on TikTok. They seem like a legit company. So things on the surface level, things check out. If you don't dig any deeper, things seem to check out, things look good. There's not any like immediate red flags that come up. So could they have done a little bit more research? Were there maybe issues before they started working with the brand? Probably. It's not necessarily their fault that a company is doing bad things. I guess it's wrong to attach yourself to them if you knew that. If you didn't know, like I feel like cut them some slack. Now to take this a step further, I was watching Celeste's videos yesterday. So when I'm filming this, article came out yesterday morning. It was in Australia. So like, I guess to me, it came out yesterday morning. It was probably the day before that because I was up at like 5 a.m. And I just happened to see that Closet by Connor had a video, just happened into this, right? I think what happened is that this was before everything started like spreading really quickly. I searched for Cassette and authenticity on TikTok, and I found another one of Celeste's videos. It was responding to a viewer who commented, and the commenter from the previous video that she's responding to, can I safely place an order assuming they sell authentic? And she goes on in this video to explain that she always recommends getting checked by a third party, which I totally agree with. Even if you support a company or you are unboxing from a company and it's not directly from like the boutique of the store, I would always recommend getting it verified by another party if you are unsure, especially. So totally agree with that advice. Think that's totally fair. But then I went into the comment section, and the first comment says, I used your code for Cassette and received a bag yesterday and authenticated it with Dr. Runway, and unfortunately it's not authentic. So this video was posted on May 9th. The first comment that I read was posted on June 1st. Now the second comment underneath that says, I just found out today that the bag I purchased from Cassette in 2020 is a fake too. That was posted 4 hours ago when I saw it. So that was posted yesterday, very, very early in the morning in the US. The original person responded saying I returned mine and got my money back, to which the other person said I've reached out to them and hopefully they get back to me. The news in Australia will be doing a report on Cassette tomorrow. So today. So yesterday by the time you see this. So she did have a code. I think I said earlier that I wasn't sure if she had a code with Cassette. I think that she did because this person said I used your code for Cassette. So I'm assuming that she had a code. This is not to like pick on her or anything. She's not the only influencer who has promoted them or talked about them. She seemed to be responsible about it because she was telling people to get their bags authenticated. I looked at the TikToks around May 8th, May 9th, May 10th, and I don't see this one anymore. So I screen recorded it because I screen record everything. You know I screen record everything. I didn't expect it to get deleted. I screen record everything for the videos. I have it, but I went back to go check and look through the comments on it again, and it's gone. I don't see it. And I could be wrong. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough. I could be wrong. I don't like to accuse anybody deleting anything if I don't know for sure that they deleted it, but I don't see it. But this brings me to the actual point that I wanted to talk about with Celeste specifically, because her bag was authentic, right? She got it authenticated. Her Bottega bag that she got from them was authentic. Now, just bringing up a question, a general question, would a store send out authentic bags maybe to influencers, and then to regular people, they send out a bag that's very, very similar to the real bag, a super fake maybe? I'm just saying, would a brand do that? Would a company do that maybe? I don't know. Maybe a company would, not saying them necessarily, but maybe a company would. I'm not sure. I find it hard to believe that these influencers would be opening these bags and that nobody in the comments would be like, oh, something looks off about that bag if the bag was a super fake and not an authentic bag. Now, Celeste specifically got hers verified by a third party, which is amazing. That's great. But I didn't see really anybody else doing that or saying that they did that. But I feel like at least the commenters in the video would be like, okay, something is off about this bag. Somebody would have said something, which just makes me feel like maybe they were all receiving authentic bags. But then when people ordered using their code, then maybe they weren't. I don't know. That's just something to chew on, really. This also makes me wonder, if this were the case, how much more money are you making to take a risk like this? This is an extremely large risk, because if things like this turn out to be actually the truth, which, like I said, we don't know that anything is the truth right now, that's pretty wild. That's detrimental to your business. That's fully detrimental to your business. You're literally scamming people. Having somebody buy a fake and know that it's a fake and have like a huge discount because they know that it's a fake. Maybe you're selling it for $300 and normally it retails for $3,000. That is one thing. Selling a fake to somebody who is paying $2,400 instead of $2,900, insane. And you have a brick and mortar store too. Like that's That's insane if that's the case. Now, the other thing that I always like to see is how a brand responds to their customers, right? So I always want to see customer reviews. I want to see what's going on. And I mentioned earlier that they have a 4.5 on Trustpilot. Let's pull that up. Sorry, they have a 4.4. I was mistaken. They have 589 reviews total. 5-star reviews make up 82% of those reviews that they have. 4-star reviews are 10%, and then very little, and then 6% are 1-star reviews. Now, one of the first things that I saw on here, it says, Cosette flagged this review containing harmful or illegal content. A review by someone named Rochelle. It doesn't give any information on it, but it was flagged 9 hours ago at the time that I looked at it, which was yesterday morning. Now, I did see quite a few reviews that were negative. These are reviews that were not blocked from being put on there. These were reviews that maybe were reported, but Trustpilot didn't take them down because there was nothing to base it on. Now, this first review says that the customer ordered a Prada bag and they ended up receiving a fake Prada bag. It says, I watched Mel and Melbourne's video on YouTube about Cosette, was a bit relieved that they are legit, but nope, they sent me a fake one. Saw a lot of posts from Instagram tagging them and TikTok convincing people they got a legit one, but they are just promoting it. And I think they send legit bags to those online influencers to convince everyone else that they're selling authentic luxury items. This next review says, get your purchase rechecked. I got a fake. This was from June 12th. So this is recent. The last one was from 7 days ago. Yesterday, so like 8 days ago, so like 9 days ago when you're seeing this. These are both recent. So buyer beware. I purchased a Prada nylon bag in August 2021. I was a little unsure due to the varying reviews at the time, but I admit I fell for their marketing spiel on authentication and how they source their products. They included an entropy certificate of authenticity, so I thought I was one of the lucky ones. But apparently they bulk authenticated products back then, so this paper was worthless. Recently, a friend has purchased the same bag from Prada directly, and I noticed the quality of mine against hers was really different. So I decided to get it checked in person and via legit grails, and what do you know, it came back fake. I'm beyond embarrassed that I unwittingly purchased and carried around a fake bag for so long. I've now reached out to their team to get this bag returned and a full refund. Next review. This was from May 18th, so still pretty recent. I purchased a YSL hobo bag, which has turned out to be fake. It was checked by 2 different sources online and in person, and both advised me that they cannot confirm authenticity. It's so disappointing and embarrassing. Now, I want to focus on the reply because I need to know how the company responds to their customers. So this says, Dear Kim, thank you for taking the time to leave a review. At Cosette, we take pride in selling only authentic luxury goods. We provided you with a certificate of authenticity for your Saint Laurent hobo bag. We're sorry to hear that there are issues that you've encountered with the reseller. So you're basically like blaming the other party who authenticated it, saying that like, sorry you had issues with them. Like, I'm sorry that you feel that way. That's what it's giving. It says our customer service team has already reached out to you via email to provide further assistance and help resolve the issue. We take any concern about authenticity seriously and would like to ensure our customers have a positive experience with our products. Please feel free to contact us. I just didn't like the response. The next one says, extremely disappointed. My Saint Laurent bag arrived today. Upon opening, there was no Saint Laurent box for the packaging, just a dust bag. And I have ordered directly from Saint Laurent's website before and received a dust bag and box packaging. Why is it different if your products are authentic? I looked past this and viewed the paperwork with the box. Within the box, trying to match up the codes and to my horror, the authentication paperwork and the date code stamp do not match. This leads me to believe that I have been sold a counterfeit bag and I would like a refund immediately. This next person bought a YSL hobo bag as well, and they tried to sell it to a trusted reseller, and the reseller said that it was fake, and Cosette gave them the same response basically as the other one, saying that sorry you had issues with the reseller, like sorry that you had issues with them, like I don't know, it couldn't be us though, because we're authentic, ha ha ha. So then of course I went to their TikTok. I went to their Instagram first actually. I went to Cosette's Instagram first to go and scroll through and see if there were comments on the Instagram pictures, and there were barely any comments on anything. So I don't know if they're being deleted. I don't know if there's nobody's commenting there, but I went to their TikTok and this was from 18 hours prior to when I was looking at it. It says, are you just blocking your customers raising issues about the information that has come out? Posted on Instagram about an order and you blocked me. And then 12 hours after that, they responded saying, please contact our customer service team, blah, blah, blah. And this person said, way to show that you care about your customers. Clearly the allegations are true. Who knows if they're true? I don't know if they're true. That's just what this comment said. If that is the case and they blocked a customer for like trying to inquire about their order and a problem, that is wild. I don't know if that's true, but it's wild if it is. Now, there has been some speculation that these are just outlet bags and that they're not actually counterfeit, that they're from the outlet. And let me tell you why I'm not buying that. There can be different quality at the outlets. There are certain brands that make different quality bags for their outlets. And if you go to the outlet and you ask and you say, is this made for the outlet or is this from the store? The sales associates there should tell you. I don't know if they have to tell you, but they usually will. So we know that outlet bags are a thing. If you were to send your bag that you bought at an outlet to Fashion File for review and to see if it was authentic, for example, like this is not the first outlet bag that they would have seen. They're receiving tons and tons and tons of bags every day. I don't know how they handle the outlet ones. I'm not sure, but I would think that this would be a bigger issue that people are talking about, that they can't resell outlet bags if that were the case. So if these are just some bags that they were made for the outlet, I don't think that this would be a big issue. Because you mean to tell me that there was a slightly different YSL Lulu small size version that they made for the outlet versus the regular store? Could be wrong, like I said, but that doesn't seem right to me. Anyway, that is all that I have to say for now. If anything else interesting comes out about this, I will let you know. I know that the news in Australia is going to be reporting on this. I don't think that it has come out yet at the time that I'm filming this video. It may come out later. So there may be some updates later, but I wanted to get this out there. And this is the only topic for the luxury news today, because this was a long one and I don't want to exhaust you guys with anything else. And I don't want to tell you anything boring either. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I will put my Instagram on the screen. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.